So let's start with some of the basics. Two cool things about her in this game is she has these cool VFX, like this purple energy, and then the use of her hair.
Regal purple.
Absolutely. She has a really good range, as you'd imagine someone with magical long hair. And there's a couple normals I really wanted to talk about. First is forward 4, which kind of takes out of a page of the last game, and it's like kind of her main mid-range tool you want to use to get in.
And that's a mid, right?
Yes. And it's pretty quick, but it has a really neat new follow-up. She jumps into the air, it's a low combo starter, and she can actually control how far she goes. She can do the close version, and actually land right in front of them, far version, or she can just do it by itself, go in for a throw.
That's a wrap.
Thank you. Go for this cool low, or one of her block strings. Another normals is back 2, which leads into an overhead, and she can combo into it, or you can do back 2 by itself and actually be airborne. Let's go over the special moves. We'll start with the classic, the scream, the iconic, quintessential Sindel. It's still one of her best combo starters. It stuns. They can't hear anything for a while. She's gonna get a free hit. You can kind of do it at mid-range if you think you caught them sleeping, not blocking. Like I said, it's great to hit confirm. It's
with
just,
punish.
Exactly.
I just throw it out all the time.
All the time. Then let's go over fireballs, which are always one of the most important kind of key things about her offense. She has high hairball, low hairball.
Which is in the moves list.
Yes, that's canonical, hairball. And then air hairball. New to this game is it's a straight, very quick fireball. It is not the downward arc it has previously done. You can do it really low to the ground and it's quick, and I think it's pretty effective. Look at that, I still got it. Her EX versions have some interesting properties. So, the straight one will actually eat up fireballs. So if you use a barometer or zoning war, you'll actually beat out their projectile. And the low ones are really neat. So she adds that little hair whip at the beginning, and up close, actually a hit that will pop them up. Which means in the corner, you can do cool stuff. Like, get a combo. Oh my god. There we go. Maybe I don't still have it.
I think you do.
Thank you. So it's neat. It turns this pure zoning tool up close into an actual offensive tool.
So 2 different ways you can use it.
Exactly.
Both equally cool.
You can also use that with your mix-ups, which gets to the next tool, her cartwheel, the overhead, straight from MK9. If you EX it, it has armor. It's really good up close. It's great as a wake-up attack. You can use it after moves like this. You can mix it up with her low, her sweep, and a really fun down three. Look at that.
So like for me when I play against you, you really have to be paying attention because one of the moves is a mid, the other is overhead.
Exactly.
They look different, but you have to
Yes.
you can't be on autopilot.
Right. And then lastly, she has the classic levitate. If she can float in the air, she can drop straight down. So like for example, you're trying to zone, we can standing low fireballs to go under your hairball. Not very effective to low fireball when you're literally not touching the ground.
Right.
She can also cancel it, and she can do fun cancels. Like for example, she can do the back two, be airborne, go under flight, and if you EX it, it's actually significantly faster. And she has some true block strings that they won't be able to interrupt.
Got it.
Now let's talk about how this can play into her cameo. I have chosen, set it to all. I have chosen Sareena, who we got a little taste of in the last trailer, but now we're actually going to show her moves. So her first attack is the blade. It's a very quick projectile. You can see the cooldown is pretty quick. Then she also has Kia's blades. She goes full demon, throws multiple, they come back, and this actually leads into combos, so you can do fun stuff. You can turn that into a full combo.
That did look fun.
It is fun.
And she can really get up in the air.
Yes.
In a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways. She also has her demon up kick, which is a great wake-up attack. It's invincible. It's really quick. You can also use it as an anti-air. And then lastly, she has a fourth move. Every Cameo has at least 3, and some might have more, so she's one of those. Jakata's Curse. She puts this rune on the ground, and while the opponent is standing in it, let's set it to default, Liu Kang's meter is being drained. Pretty quick,
yeah,
you can
pretty
see.
fast.
Yeah. Now this is an ambush move, which means you can do it while Sindel's doing other actions. So for example, while you have a combo going, you can summon her.
Oh, there's a lot of setups there.
Yeah, so you can imagine you can use that in the corner, in the middle of your combo, have her coming out, drain your meter, stuff like that. She could even do nasty stuff like drain your meter so you can't break a combo in the middle of your combo.
She's not going to like breakers very much.
She does not, which is, let's maybe get into that a little bit more. So, let's go back to what we said earlier. Sindel has a couple of moves using the Cameo system. So, you know, Sindel in the lore, she's the queen. She has this commanding presence. She has, you know, what the kids would say is Riz.
Oh, they would say that.
Thank you. And, you know, she could use that to actually command her Cameo and maybe more. So let's start with this buff move. Once you activate it, while it's active, cooldown, it will be significantly faster for your Cameo. So you can see normally, this move's already pretty quick. Once she has this active, it's even quicker, and Sareena, she is recovering so fast her cooldown, she can basically do that like almost indefinitely. So you can turn what normally would be kind of a limited use move into something that you can just use almost like any other special move. Or some of the other ones like Kia's blades that have a pretty long cooldown, it's significantly faster when she has that active.
Now she's giving herself up there.
Correct.
There is some, yeah.
Correct. But once she gets going, her Cameo use is substantially better. There's also an EX version with a really interesting twist. When she EX it, she's now commanding the opponent's Cameo, and if the opponent tries to break, they will be stunned, and you get a reset instead. So let's show that again. I have the move active. The opponent goes for a breaker. You can see Sonya actually is like, gets the little head and, you know, oh my god, I'm confused. And your breaker is not just disabled. Once you get that stun, they will be popped up and Sindel gets a full reset.
Got it.
No breakers allowed.
Couple ways to avoid them, seems
Yes.
like for her.
There's also another really interesting move I'd like to show. So for this one, Sindel can take control of an opponent's Cameo and stun them. So for example, I will call it out, and Sonya is actually dizzy.
Yep.
If Sindel is in the middle of doing this move, where she points, while the Cameo's out, so you have to do it on a read, the Cameo is stunned for this entire length of time and cannot be summoned.
Okay.
There's also an EX version. With this version, Sonya will leave the screen and I gain control of her. And I actually get a free use of either of the Cameo's moves of my choosing. So for example, I now have Square Wave. And that use of
you can
Cameo,
pick any of them.
Correct.
Not just
Any
the one
of
they were
Sonya's
doing.
moves. Right.
Got it.
I have control over it for a pretty good amount of time, and it does not cost any kind of cooldown or anything. So you could actually do stuff like I could summon Sonya to start leg grab to go into a combo, and then go into Sareena's demon-like anti-air move to end the combo if I wanted. You could even use 3 Cameo moves in one combo if you wanted to.
People are going to have some fun in training mode on this one.
Yeah, it's really, really neat. And it's something that's going to, you know, how effective and the way you use it is going to change on what the opponent's Cameo is.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Do we want to do Fatal Blow? Is that all?
I think that's the best way we can finish, right?
Let's do it. I love how the hair gets all
Oh yeah, the
crazy,
big hair is
super cool.
amazing.